Samsung 42-inch in really good condition. The customer says the picture is very dark, especially on the left-hand side of the screen. This was the first model that went blue. Okay, that was a bit dark, wasn't it? Ooh, switch some lights out. So I should have a brand new set of backlights for this. Incidentally, the time on the bottom, which says 2:18, almost 2:19, I've got no idea what that's doing up. I've put that there for a different video, but accidentally it was there. It will disappear soon. Let's go looking for a new set. That's going to be a mixture of backlights going blue and backlights out. He said it had gone grey. Maybe he's a bit colourblind. I can't believe that anybody could be watching a picture like that. But it's such a gradual thing that people just don't notice it, I suppose. This is a Samsung H, which came after the F. The Fs were great. This is where it all started going downhill. This was the first TV, from my knowledge, that had the blue backlights. And then every blooming TV had blue backlights. It was just a sign of things getting cheaper and cheaper, I'm afraid. A new set of backlights should perk it up, though. It's hard to tell if a TV's got lines or other problems when, you see this. Anyway, lights on, back off, and slowly dismantle. It's a Saturday, so I'm going to go slow. There's the model number. Well, the full model number anyway. Don't know if you can see it there. Let me just do a close-up. UE40... no. Is it? Yes, okay. I thought it was a 42. Incidentally, I'm sure you know that I've got several monitors in here that I use when I do the video recording. And one of them I change over on a regular basis. In the winter, I like to put a plasma back. So I put a plasma back in literally 2 days ago. And, sorry, we've got somebody here. And guess who's now sleeping next to the plasma? King. Okay, let's disconnect the main board and we'll see how many are working and how many have gone blue. I've got a funny feeling that probably 50% are not going to be working and the remaining 50% will be blue. But the encouraging thing here is none of the lenses have fallen off. They probably will do if I touch them, but none have. Anyway, let's switch on. Well, actually, quite a few of them are white. But yes, 50% of them are out. I'll just get the mobile cam. There you go. Can you believe that somebody's been watching it up until this part? Some people notice when one goes. Never mind, 50% of them. Some of them are trying. And lots of them are still white. Technically, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about half a dozen that have gone blue or turning blue. The rest have just failed. Now, you may remember, because we've done these in the past, I have to take the main board and the power supply out because there's all these little clips which are hidden underneath those two boards. And they're the clips. Well, they're just the screen supports here. But we need to take them out properly. Now, it's probably about time that I probably should have done this about an hour ago. It's about time that I checked I've actually got a set in. I always know I've got backlights in, but we are getting to the stage now where I'm bound to be running out. I mean, some of the stock that I've had is 10 years old. Well, not 10 years, but probably 5 years old. Now, I'm realising here that something's not quite right, because one of the strips I've linked together, and it overlaps the TV by 1.5 inches, if not 2 inches. So I think I've picked up a set for a 48-inch or maybe even a 50-inch. But these don't look right. It did say 42 on my box, but I think these are for a 48. Right, my apologies. I've just got the box marked 42. They're obviously for something else. Okay, everything's wired back in, so let's give them a test. Now stand by, because this is going to be a brand new set of bright Samsung backlights switched on for the first time. Oh well. Didn't quite have to plug in. I'll blame the cat. Yes. And I always give another test just before I put the screen on. Well, that's good. It's all white and it's an excellent coverage too. Right. Took a bit of time putting together because of that little bottom slit which hides the screws. But we're back in, and where we couldn't see a picture before, we can now. Now, of course, the only problem is when the picture's blue, as I say, you can't tell if it's got any lines or not. It doesn't look like it has. And I'm hoping it hasn't for the customer, but there's nothing much I can do if there is. Unfortunately, that very expensive HDMI lead I bought is rubbish. I need to get a cheap one from eBay. Brightness is very high. That's much better. In fact, that's really good. Let's just check where the backlight setting was. That can come down a bit. Right. It needs a bit of a clean, but it's okay. It's that camera's going a bit. I'll bring that one in. The glitch is the HDMI lead. Very expensive HDMI leads from Richer Sounds, £30. The trouble is with these heavy-duty leads, you're supposed to plug them in and leave them. And, of course, I'm unplugging and plugging in 2 or 3 times a day. I would have thought a heavy-duty one can handle that, but this one can't. After I took it out for the second time, it's broken. I must call them about it, actually, because I'm not happy about that. But as far as this is concerned, it's done. My friend can have it back.